Hey, do you have an entrepreneur husband? And are you looking for ways that you can help support him in his business and life? If so, keep watching because that's our topic today. Hi everyone, it's Jessica back again here today to talk about 5 ways to support your entrepreneur husband. So, first, number 1 is pray for him. I always try to pray daily for my husband. I try to do it in the morning when I'm saying my morning prayer. Often I'm praying for strength for him, for wisdom, whatever it may be that I know he's struggling with. Also, I will pray for him to resist temptations because, we're human, and a lot of times if we're struggling or having a hard time, we give into those temptations that we wouldn't normally give into. So those are some things that I pray for him for. You can also ask your husband what he would like you to pray for on his behalf. Now, when he's having a hard day, I will pray for him multiple times a day. If there's something in the business that, has become problematic, that we're having problems or that we're struggling with, or that we don't know how we're going to get through, of course, I'll pray about that too. So if you don't pray, and you're not a Christian, that's okay. You can always pray, even if you don't know how. And if you're not sure, it's basically just like talking to God. You just talk to him about whatever it is you need help with. If you still, it's never too late to start praying. But if you're like, no, I'm not going to pray, I don't want to pray, another thing you could do instead of praying is positive affirmations or positive thinking, and just putting your positive thoughts out there into the universe. I find that is helpful as well. Okay, so let's move on to number 2. Way number 2 to support your husband. Encourage him. So when he is struggling, when he is feeling down, or when he is facing those hard situations, you need to encourage him. Encourage him to follow his dream. Encourage him to persevere, to get through. Uplift him. Give him positive affirmations. Just let him know that he can do it. He can do it, and he can keep going, moving forward. Okay, and let's move on to point number 3. Number 3 is support his decisions. This is very important, okay? Obviously, as an entrepreneur or business owner, you are going to have to make a lot of decisions. And, a lot of times he may ask for your opinion, or he may ask for your advice on business decisions he has to make. Just because he's asking for your advice doesn't mean he's going to take it. In fact, he probably won't take it, because I find that men generally don't listen to women. When they ask us for advice and we give it to them, they still don't listen to it. Even if you're their wife. So, that's okay. If you don't think it's a wise decision, or you have your doubts about it, say your piece about it, express your concerns, but ultimately in the end, you do need to support your husband in his decision. Of course, I'm not talking about a decision that would be harmful to you or your family. Obviously, that's a different story. But a business decision that maybe you just think, well, that's probably not the easiest way to do it, or not the best idea, and you have a better idea, but he doesn't want to go with that idea, well, you just need to support him. This has happened quite a bit in between me and my husband with his business. And I'll give you an example. a few years ago, it was time for him to get a new car. And so, I told him, well, you should get a truck because, you have a landscaping business. So he previously had a van. I said, well, you should get a truck. No, I can't. I don't want to get a truck. I don't want to get a truck. It's too much gas from driving back and forth because he works about an hour from where we live. And I'm like, no, you really should get a truck. You can use it for work, and because he would always be like hauling stuff in the van, and it just wasn't ideal. So what does he end up doing? He ended up getting a Chevy Equinox. Shortly after he got the Equinox, he started saying, man, I wish I had a truck. I should have got a truck. I should have got a truck. Well, 2 years passes by and we have to get a truck. Like we need a new truck for the company. So what did we have to do? We had to trade in the Equinox and get a truck, but we still owed money on the Equinox. So we really should have just got a truck in the first place, right? But we didn't. So that is, men, they like to learn things the difficult way, usually. And they need to learn from their own mistakes. They don't want to listen to us. So just say your piece. Maybe he'll listen to you, maybe he won't, and then support his decision. With that, let's move on to our number 4. Number 4 is show appreciation. You can do this in many different ways. Obviously, you can do it with words, with gifts, with touch, with what is that thing called? I don't know, with act, right? You show actions speak louder than words, right? So I think a good way, the best way to do it is probably to find out what his love language is and then show appreciation in the form of that love language. So if his love language is words of affirmation, then you would, show appreciation with words of affirmation. Like, oh, I'm so thankful for what a hard worker you are. I'm so thankful for the sacrifices you do for our family. You're a very intelligent man. Whatever it is, whatever his good qualities are, and so because when you receive your compliments or your love through your love language, then your love tank is full, and you're more likely to give back to your partner. You're more likely to give what they need. So, if it's physical touch, you show your appreciation through physical touch, hugging, affection, kissing. We all know what physical touch is. Gifts is one of the love languages. So maybe if that's his love language, you just give him little gifts here and there, leave them around the house. You can leave little notes around the house, like, I hope you have a good day at work, or thank you for all you do, things like that. You just want to show appreciation for all the hard work he's doing and all the sacrifices he makes. And so that's basically it on showing appreciation. So let's move on to number 5. So number 5 is help him. And this could be either in his business, or in just daily life. So if you're not able to help in his business, or you've decided that's just not for you, you guys don't want to mix husband and wife with business, there's other ways in the daily life that you can help him, like make his lunch, wash his work clothes, or take his clothes to the dry cleaner, or whatever it is, little things that he needs because he doesn't have time because he's so busy working so hard at building this business up. Maybe it's like checking his voicemails. Maybe he doesn't have time to go through his voicemails. And even though you're not going to call these people back, you could, write down who called or what the information is, or check his emails, things like that. To just help out in whatever way that you can to make his life easier, to make his home life when he comes home. It could be, or it could just be when he gets home, you make sure that there's hot dinner for him. because maybe he's been gone, 12, 14, 16 hours, and he's hungry and he doesn't want to have to come home and fix something, and it's like, this isn't about, I'm not making this, oh, you're his wife, you have to do this for him, you have to do this, you have to follow this gender role. No, this we're talking about specifically because if you are a real entrepreneur, you're going to be working all the time. I mean, like I said, it doesn't stop. If you have your own business, and especially if you haven't made it yet, you don't have the money to have someone cleaning your house. You don't have the money to have someone, cooking your meals for you. So you have to work as a team. And if your husband's out there working 80 hours a week, you better be bringing something, and I mean, if I was working 80 hours a week, you can bet that I would expect when I got home, my dinner better be ready. If you're both working 80 hours a week, then I don't know what to tell you. I mean, you probably don't see each other at all, so that would be kind of weird and awkward, but most likely you're not both working 80 hours a week. So those are my suggestions, and let's just quickly go over the 5 ways to support your entrepreneur husband. Number 1 is pray for him. Number 2 is encourage him. Number 3 is support his decisions. Number 4 is show appreciation. And number 5 is help him. So I would love to hear your opinions. Leave a comment below. Give me a like on this video. And please subscribe to my channel if you're interested in this topic. And I would love to know what is a way that you support your entrepreneur husband. Also, you can see the new video that I uploaded called CBA Outdoor Services. That's our first branding video that we 10X Productions did for us. And so it'd be great if you could just check it out, give it a like. It's really good. I love it. And thanks again for watching. See you next time.